Spill the tea.
Oh yeah, we're back with another episode of The Twisted Tea, where we come to bring you the news with a twist.
Come on, spill
and I
the
know
tea.
there's a lot going on these days. With that being said, I'd like to quickly dive into an update on Pop Smoke. That's right, the former rapper whom was popped in an LA home while being robbed has new updates in the case. There were masked men who went in to rob Pop Smoke for his money, jewelry, while he was staying in LA at an Airbnb, where they said they obtained footage through Instagram to know where he was. Now, there was a lady on the scene also who was robbed as well. And well, I question whether or not she was also posting pictures and different things so that others would know where the location was. A lot of the people in this case, well, they're all minors. As crazy as that sounds. And the one that actually took the shots was 15.
What?
That's right, was a 15-year-old. So as far as his name being released, it has been kept quiet due to the fact that he is 15, and they came out to state that he'll be spending his time in juvie and will be sentenced up until 25. Probation or go on to another facility to spend out the rest of his time. To be honest, only time will tell what will happen with him. Now, Corey Walker was one of the suspects' names that actually has been released in this case. And Corey Walker was said to have stated to the LAPD in the middle of this investigation that he had nothing to do with this and didn't play a part in this at all.
What?
Where surveillance footage has gone on to show that Corey Walker was the driver of the getaway vehicle. And
what?
Security footage shows that Corey Walker, hours before any of this went on, Corey Walker was outside canvassing the scene, making sure that everything was okay, and admitted to using police scanners in order to avoid detection and getting caught by the police. Now, in all of this, these individuals, these thieves, killers, at the end of the day, they ended up selling one of Pop Smoke's watches for $2,000. That's right, a petty ass $2,000. And I know to a lot of people out there, $2,000 isn't petty. $2,000 is a whole lot of money. What? But when you look at it, is your life worth $2,000?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think so. I didn't think it was. So with that being said, like I just said, he was killed over a petty ass $2,000. Pop Smoke's mother has came out to state that, you know, she's happy with the system and that the system has found the individuals and they're going for justice, but she'll never truly have justice. And well, I do agree with her that she probably will never have true justice because she has to live with the thought every day while others continue on their life. She has gone on to start up different things in her son's name to live out his legacy. Now, getting back to Corey Walker, originally in 2021, when the feds were investigating, they said that they know he was watching the house. And they know that he was doing all the security surveillance for the property before. You see, in 2023 of May, the 15-year-old shooter that ended up shooting and killing Pop Smoke came out to state that he pulled the trigger. Now, that starts to tie all the other stuff into perspective. Now, that 15-year-old, who was 15 at the time, a couple years later, fled out. He said, all right, fine, I'll take the guilty plea. Walker took a guilty plea and has pleaded guilty to robbery, home invasion with a gun, and using gang enhancements / voluntary manslaughter. By him copping out and pleading guilty to this, he avoids the charge pretty much will avoid the death penalty from the death of all of this, which is always on the table when you're dealing with California. Now, cops said that he did supply all of that stuff. They know he was the man supplying it. And well, he faces 29 years in prison. He went on to state that pled guilty to robbing the woman who was at the house at the time also. Now, quick update on this. In there, the majority of those individuals, like I said, are juveniles and will be doing juvie time. And when their juvie time is up, from what we were told, some of them will go on to their next stint. But like I said, only time will tell. Now, the only person whose name is actually out there in the mix is Corey Walker. And well, Corey Walker will be facing a lot of time. Good news in this story is that, everybody has been brought to justice for the unfortunate events of what took place with Pop Smoke. And I do hope that some of the younger individuals, and for those who are out there listening, start to understand that sharing your location, sharing what you do, with whom you do it with, can always be a detriment to your health, especially when times are hard. Now, this took place back in 2020 when Pop Smoke was killed. As you know, in 2020, we were on the verge of a pandemic. So times were rough. Now, I'm not saying that that's the reason that this should happen or could happen. I'm just saying be careful, be safe, and be smart, especially if you're in the entertainment business with what you do and who you choose to do it with. With that being said, we're going to get out of here. Thank you for listening to an episode of The Twisted Tea. I hope you caught a little bit of what was going on, since they're advertising a lot of stuff, but they're not letting us know what happened to our boy Pop Smoke's killers. Oh yeah, like I said, thank you for tuning in to an episode of The Twisted Tea, where we come to bring you the news with a twist.